and Eddie changed numbers. Did you consider going back to 39?
Yeah, I did. I think that was the first thing. I actually texted T-Med, man, and I told him that I wanted the number. And when I got here, man, I still had 38 in the locker. You know, I was excited about it. But, you know, I talked to T-Med, and, you know, it's just a level of respect that I have for a guy like Eddie, man, and what he did in that number. Although I've been in that number my whole career, man, it's just when I think of 39 in Chicago, I think of Eddie Jackson. And I know many other people do. So people still slip up and call him 39. You know, still getting hard to get used to him in 4. So just a testament of respect that I have for him as a man, as a player, man. I thought about it, man, and 38 was kind of my journey, my number when I got here. So I said, man, I'm gonna stick it out, man. You know, kind of make my own niche here, because you know, 39. He's been that number, man, for the past 4 years, man. There's no need for me to try to go in there and fill in them shoes, man. That's my counterpart, and you know, I just respect it enough to say, hey, it was tough though. You know, I got the number tattooed on me, so it's permanent. But you know, that's Eddie Jackson number, man. Long as I'm a Chicago Bear, man, 38, I feel like that's my number now.
Tashaun, you've been in a lot of different places, played for a lot of different coordinators. What do you look for from a coordinator to believe that everything's going to sort of gel together?
Well, the first thing is, man, when you have a coordinator who believe in what he's saying. I've been around, and obviously I don't like to do the comparing, but when you have a guy that truly believes in the things that he's putting out there, believes in when he say he's going to put you in a position, and it's not just talking. These things are backed up by actions, and you got to think a lot of us has been knowing Sean behind the scenes. A lot of them been knowing him since he was the guy holding the cards for the scout team. So a lot of people kind of understand the type of guy he is, the genuine person that he is. So having a guy like that, and you understand that, hey, man, he means business, but at the same time, man, he's going to put everybody in the best position. Every coordinator say that, hey, I'm going to put you guys in the best position as possible. But, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes it don't come to fruition. And for Sean, man, he has did just that, man, since the day one, since we came back from minicamp. He's been nothing short of holding his word, man, and being accountable for the things he said, man, and those are the things that make you want to go hard and play for a guy like that. Excuse me, say it again.
How has he impacted you?
Oh, you know, personally, I think that Sean he was probably the closest guy that I've been with since I've signed back in last May. You know, like I say, it was countless hours of getting extra meeting times with him, all the way up and through from the time I signed to the beginning of the season. I would meet with Sean at 7 o'clock in the morning just to kind of get a grasp on the defense. You know, the defense is a little complex, but, you know, Sean helped me through all the way, man, throughout the season. So, man, for a guy like that, I personally have a great relationship with him. So when he got that coordinator situation, I couldn't have been more happy. I reached out to him, man, and you know the thing that he told me, man, is nothing changed. My title changed, but I'm still the same guy, man. And for you to have a guy like that, a genuine guy like that, you want to see him win, and no matter what it is, man. And you know, me and Sean still talk as much as we did when he was, you know, the safeties coach last year. So it's just a testament to the type of guy he is.
Known his reputation for intelligence. When you hear his ideas, what he wants to do they all sound, you know, workable? Like, you know,
Absolutely not, man. You gotta think this guy's super smart. He's a super smart guy, so sometimes he think light years ahead. So sometimes when he first bring an idea to you, say, Sean, there's no way that's gonna work. But when he breaks it down to you, and you say, man, you understand his mind, and you get how he thinks, you say, man, this guy is so smart, man, that the game of football slows down, man. And after he breaks it down to you, say, okay, 5 minutes ago, no way I would have put that together, but now it makes sense. And that's just playing football at a high level. They teach, Sean always preach, man, you know, I'm teaching football at a 500 level. And, you know, with that being said, man, he's going to teach you bigger than just the basics of the X and the O's. We all know how to play certain coverages. We all know how to do certain things, or else we wouldn't be here. So now it's about expanding your mind and understanding how the game works to put yourself in the best position. And now he's at the helm, so he's able to put those guys and put those ideas in his mind to fruition, man. And those things, hopefully, that's a testament, and it shows that you know, we have the type of production that Chicago Bear defense is normally accustomed to having.
Nothing against Chuck, but do you feel like you get the impression that this defense is embracing that change just because it's a young guy who's maybe has some new ideas?
I think that everybody had a great deal of respect for Chuck. I just talked to Chuck about 2 weeks ago prior to camp, man. I have a great deal of respect and love for Chuck. So the thing about it is just I think that everybody's relationship is different based on person by person, man. Everybody understand what Sean brings to the table. Sean, like I said, being behind the scenes, a lot of guys, people probably didn't know, man, a lot of people bounce ideas off of Sean for years and years and years. So it's just kind of, it's nothing new for a lot of guys, man. Now it's just that he's the coordinator now, so the spotlight is more on him compared to he was the guy in the background that not many people talked about. So, obviously new energy, a new vibe, new atmosphere, man. We got a new defensive coordinator, so obviously, man, we want to play hard for him, and a lot of people have genuine love for Sean, man, and it's his first opportunity, man. And we want him to make the best of it. Anything that we can do, specifically speaking for myself, I'm gonna do what I got to do to make sure that I put a good look out there for Sean.
Sean, the takeaway number is one that's brought up a lot. You brought it up in the spring as well.
Yep.
You know the talent you've got assembled. What are the indicators you look for in a training camp that tells you guys are on track to make that number increase and go up, exponentially than where it was last year?
It's just about being around, being a ball aware, being around the ball. Sometimes when it look right, it is right. Not necessarily means that we're going to be out here having interceptions week in and week out. That's honestly, I would like to pick Andy Dalton off every practice, but it's not a good sign if he's throwing me interceptions every practice. So, obviously, just when it looks right, when it's right, man. And it's nothing that you can really quantify and put on tape and say, put out there in practice. But you knows when guys are in position to make these plays. Obviously, we're brothers at the end of the day. So there's some times where I might not aggressively go for that ball to make sure that I keep Cole up or Jimmy up or A-Rob up because we need those guys on Sunday. But when it's on tape and you see it, you know what it looked like. Obviously, man, you're in position to make these plays, and we're getting closer and closer and more opportunities, man. And you see it like, hey, this defense is swarming different. This defense is attacking the ball different, man. And at the end of the day, that's what makes defenses great. You got to get the ball.
You on that right now?
Absolutely. I think that we're getting our hands on the ball more frequently than we have in the past. And I can only speak on 1 year. I can't speak on and attest to years prior, but we're getting our hands on a lot more passes, man. And like I said, we have two good quarterbacks back there. So it's not like we have quarterbacks that's not capable. We have two starting caliber quarterbacks back there, man. For us to be able to be so hands-on, man, it's a testament to show what we're doing defensively, man. Linebackers, D-line even is getting their hands on the ball. So those are always good signs 2-3 days in the camp.
How soon would you like to see those two new starting positions in the secondary solidified? And what responsibility do you take in getting those guys up to speed?
I think that's something that just got to play itself out, man. You've seen a lot of good guys, man. Obviously, when you can build that camaraderie with those guys, knowing who you're going to be out there with, it's always a plus. I know it was hard for Eddie last year not knowing who the starter was going to be. He was rotating. Me and Bush was in a position battle. So those things are always tough. Me and Eddie didn't find our niche and kind of our vibe until middle of the season. So the sooner that you can accomplish these things, you can kind of understand who you're playing with, and you can kind of start building that camaraderie. That's something that you can't coach. It doesn't matter how good a player is, how long he's played in the league. If you're not used to playing with this guy, man, everybody playing style different. I know Jalen is different than Trufant. I know Trufant is different than Kendall. So, once those things are set in stone, then we'll be able to kind of, get a hold on everything and go from there.
Speaking of being in position, all the yelling where maybe hits or tackles could be made that we're seeing in practice. How much is that part of that new vibe you were talking about? How much does that kind of start with Sean? It seems louder than the past.
Right. Now, like I say, man, that's the excitement. That's the juice that you bring into to practice. I mean, this is the earliest practice that I've been in my 10 years, man. 8:50 in the morning. You got to bring your own juice, man. Trust me. So for us to be out there like that, man, that's just a testament to the energy and the atmosphere. Not just Sean, but just, the energy that Mr. Pace and Coach Nagy has brought to the building, man. So for us to be out there like that, man, it's just a testament to see these guys out here, man. We having fun. And at the end of the day, if you're not having fun, you shouldn't be out there, man. So we having fun, man. And we have fun, you make plays. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about.